We are leaving Kiel in the late evening hours on the 4th of March 1940, after almost 3 weeks of shore leave. We have been assigned a new patrol area, AN-67, just south of the Dogger Bank in the North Sea. I'm not quite sure about that area. I expect it to be very quiet, devoid of most shipping traffic. Maybe we have been assigned this area to compensate us for the dangerous convoy attacks that we had performed in the past. But maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. These waters are very shallow, and while there might not be many ships around, the area is certainly within range of the British aircraft. As we are sailing through the Kaiser Wilhelm Canal, I stand here on the tower of my U-boat, my eyes gazing at the little villages and towns we are passing. It's hard to believe the war has been going on for months now. The countryside is beautiful. A woman waves at us as she passes by on a bicycle. These people live a blissful life. Are they aware of the brutal fighting that is happening at sea? Our mission is clear: to disrupt Allied shipping and support the war effort. And I can't help but feel a sense of pride as I recall the early successes of the U-boat fleet. We've managed to sink countless ships and disrupt the flow of vital supplies to Britain. The mere thought that our efforts might help to end this war before it devolves into the senseless slaughter that we have seen in the Great War fills me with satisfaction. But I also know that our success has not come without cost. The conditions on board this U-boat are harsh and unforgiving, and the constant threat of attack by English ships and aircraft is a heavy burden to bear. It's a tough life, but we do it for our people, these people. And yet, as I stand here, I can't help but feel a sense of uncertainty. Despite our early successes, we face significant challenges ahead. The British are learning from their mistakes, and our enemies grow stronger. We see that they implemented the convoy system. They are making better use of their destroyers, making more frequent patrols with their aircraft. We have to adapt to these changing circumstances. We have to remain vigilant. And we desperately need more U-boats. Three days after entering the North Sea, we have arrived in our patrol area. So far, the journey has been a very pleasant one. The weather has been fair. The early spring sun is warming our faces on the tower. Everybody on board is in a good mood. And if the English were so kind to send us a few unarmed merchant ships, the day would be just perfect.
Neuer Funkspruch, Herr Kaloin.
Neuer Funkspruch? Zeig mal her. Was ist das? Sofortige Rückkehr nach Kiel? You can imagine my astonishment when I read the radio message. We are ordered to return to Kiel immediately. No reason is given. This is highly unusual. We still have a lot of provisions and torpedoes. We did not encounter a single target so far. But we are ordered back to port? Of course we have to obey. We turn the boat around and increase our speed. We will be back in port in just a few days. We reach the canal after just 2 days. And to my great astonishment, not only the canal pilot comes on board, but also a staff officer of the Naval High Command. He asks me if we can have a few words in private. I can't quite suppress a little laugh. We are on a Type 2 submarine. There is no private place here. I don't even have my own cabin. But alright, needs must, I guess. I make everybody leave the torpedo room so that we can talk there. He tells me that we will receive a special task. For that purpose, we will be refueled and restocked with provisions. Then, we are to leave port immediately. Nobody will be notified that we returned, and the crew will not be allowed to leave the dock. My inquiries as to what kind of task we will receive are not answered. After saying goodbye and good luck to us, He leaves the U-boat with the boat that brought him. He did order me though to not inform the crew of the cancelled shore leave until we have docked in Kiel. They will not be happy about this. I already heard them talking about what bars and establishments they look forward to visit once we are in Kiel. Well, that will have to wait. Back in port, this time without a warm welcome, without family and friends waiting for us, cheering for our return. The crew still doesn't know it. I will have to tell them once we dock. And as we approach the dock, I can already see the armed guards standing by to make sure that everybody behaves. After this very nice and short patrol that the crew already calls a pleasure cruise, this will be the saddest homecoming that we have had so far. But there is a great medicine against sadness. It's called work. And oh Lord, will I keep the crew busy during the next days. The boat has to be refueled, provisions have to be restocked, everything needs to be inspected and checked. We only have a few days to accomplish all of this. There will not be a quiet moment for any of us. In fact, I think the crew will look forward to leaving the port again. To our new adventure, to our new special task, whatever that might be.